Can women be better leaders? That's a question I've been asked in so many places and so many platforms where I've spoken. Let me ask you before that, can you all tell me some of the qualities that you expect in a leader? When I've asked this question to many stages, many people, the response that I've gotten is empathy, coordination skills, leading from the front. A leader should take initiatives. A leader must think of his people before anyone else. A leader should have a great communication skill. A leader must protect. I think some more of them would be a leader must help, a leader must advocate for his or her people. And these were some of the most common. A leader must be bold, must be strong, some other qualities of a good leader or people expect in a leader. Let me ask you, which one of the above is missing in your mother? There's nobody who can empathize better than our mothers. There's nobody who can understand better than our mothers. There's nobody who can protect us better than our mothers. All our mothers are great leaders. So there's no question that women cannot become leaders. But yes, at the same time that I say that women make great leaders, but many of us do not come forward to the leadership. If you look at the statistics, around 70% of the Indian workforce is comprised of women. You see them in every nook and corner of no matter whichever office you get into. You go to a bank, you can see the cubicles filled with women. You go to IT company, you can see the cubicles filled with women. You go to any such organization, name it whichever industry, whether government or a private sector, you see women in the workforce. They are so hardworking, they're so dedicated, they're committed, and they bring in variety to the board. But you go to the same organization and look at the cabins, the leaders' cabin, and you won't see even less than 4% women over there. So we have 70% of the Indian offices dominated with women, but at the same time, less than 4% of them do come forward to the leadership. Now, why does this happen? Why are women so hesitant despite being capable, despite being talented, despite being strong, and despite being empowered? Why are women so hesitant to come forward in leadership ladder or come forward into the senior management levels and senior management positions? Why do not they own their own ventures without any partnerships? Why don't we see a solo entrepreneur there? When I inquired to a lot of my women fellow friends and colleagues, I've gotten 3F answers from them. The majority of answers surrounded with these 3F words. Number one was family. Every time I ask a fellow lady entrepreneur or a fellow lady colleague, the answer that I get for the reason for them to deny a leadership or deny a responsibility, deny a commitment is family. My dear women, let me tell you, our family must be our strength, and please do not make it a weakness. I always tell both men and women, see, there's no term called self-made individual. We cannot be. If you are human, you are definitely need a support, and you are here, you exist because you have a support. So building our support system is up to us. Creating our strengths is up to us. Making them our strengths or our excuses is up to us. I totally understand priorities need to be given. And priorities must be given. But do not ever forget, you are an individual and you definitely require and you deserve that priority that needs to be given to yourself. So do take care of your families, but Do not get entangled making your family an excuse and not your strength. So, your family is your strength and not a weakness. So, do get their support in excelling forward in leadership. And number two reason everyone gives is the fear. And there are so many types of fear in the market when it comes to women: fear of what others may think, fear of being judged, fear of failure, fear of going wrong, and fear of what would people say. Let me tell you, people would say whatever they want. And this is not just philosophical, but that's how it is. By nature, I am not blaming anybody here. By nature, human beings are judgmental. Would you not judge somebody who comes in front of you and talks to you for the first time for 5 minutes? Instead of listening to him or her, the first thing that we do is we judge. We go to a shop, we judge. Yes, we go to a restaurant, we judge. The first 30 seconds of any human mind, for any encounter, for any acquaintance, we are involved in judgment. So it is human to judge, but it takes a lot of strength for you to cross that judgment. Correct? You do whatever you might, people will always judge here or there. Each one has their own perception of viewing at things, but it depends totally on you whether you want to flow into that judgment or do you want to be there and do what you deem is right. So fear definitely has to be identified and found out what is your fear about. Failures are a part of life. Failures are a part of living. When we consider life to start at one place and to end at one place, to start in a way and end in a way, and then we have lots of expectations on life, and that is where we are scared of failures. When you consider your life to be infinite, where you always have an opportunity to start over, where the world does not stop with somebody or something or some expectation, and there's always more to explore, that's where you start living a mega life. So failures are not to be scared of, but failures are definitely a stepping stone for you to learn and how to proceed to the next step. And the third one is freedom. Women are scared if the freedom gets curbed, if they take up more responsibilities. Women are also worried if they will get the freedom. And let me tell you, my dear ladies and my dear good friends, freedom is something which you have. It is not something which you get from somebody. If the freedom has to be given to you, if you have to have a permission for freedom, you're not free, my dear friends. So freedom is something which you owe. Freedom is something which you own. So understanding freedom is very important. So these were the three words I've heard from my fellow women who have denied leadership opportunities in their life. So my one last urge to all those who are sitting here is leadership is inborn in women. It's just that we've got to say that yes to leadership, and you can see not just for you, but the organizations grow when you have diversity on board. So you're not becoming a leader only for your confidence or only to help you or only to excel your career. We are becoming leaders because we need diversity in organizations, and with diversity comes success and growth.